98% of people die without ever living the life they wanted. Most of them never even tried. So how do you win the game of life? It's actually pretty simple. You do what you love. Yeah, but what if you don't know what you love? What if you just know that you don't want to do this? Well, you can still win. In this video, you're going to learn the 5 stages of doing something with your life from someone who's doing it right now. Look around. Most people you know hate their jobs.
Yeah, it's like 70% of the population hates their jobs.
Yeah, right. At least that.
No meaning, no purpose, just faking smiles and looking busy. Think about your last 5 years. What changed? If nothing, what makes you think the next 5 will be different? See, this autopilot mode bothers some people more than the others. They dream of quitting one day, but that day never comes. Now, if you are one of those people, should you actually quit your job? Or did you? Whoops. This is Derek Sivers. He's a blogger and the author of some pretty amazing books, including the best book ever written. All things considered, he never became as big as he could be, but he doesn't give a flying fuck about it. He doesn't do it for money, or whatever recognition he may receive. He does it for the doing. He does what he loves. And one of his more pragmatic life advice on doing what you love is to have a well-paying job and seriously pursue your art on the side. To do something for love and something for money. To balance the heart and mind. But that's not what I did. I quit my job and started this channel. In that order. Why? Because there's another way. If you're exhausted doing nothing at your job, adrift and taking each day one by one, it's not your fault. Feeling lost is part of life. It doesn't make you a failure. But staying this way is on you. You're making a choice every single day to ignore this numbness or plan your way out. And with every choice in life, your goal is to make the one of minimal regret. Which choice are you going to regret more? That's what I thought. Now, to find your path and live with intention, you need to understand yourself on a deeper level. The first thing you have to do is acknowledge where you are. Knowing that you don't want to do something is a great start. It's an anti-vision. There's almost nothing that you must do except for paying your bills, and we'll get to that. But for now, think of what truly matters to you. If you wake up tomorrow and there are no jobs or expectations, what's the first thing that you'd do? Not because you have to, but because you want to. Think of what energizes you, what angers you, and when you felt the most alive. Is it when you inspire an old friend with a deep conversation? Is it when you push your body to its limits? Is it when you travel to a new place and experience the thrill of the unknown? Don't rush this, and be honest with yourself. And based on the patterns that emerge, write down a few core values that define your ideal life. You need good, powerful reasons to keep you going through the ups and downs of the long journey ahead of you. This will be your compass in every decision you make. And about those bills, your job does pay them, but a job is not necessarily a part of your ideal life. In fact, it's something that prevents you from getting there by draining all your energy. So then, how can you remove that dependency? At this point, you know what you don't want to do and a sense of what you might want to do based on your values. Now you have to do 2 things. Figure out how to stop doing what you don't want to do and refine what you might want to do into a goal that's worth pursuing instead of doing what you don't want to do. The first is easy. Pay yourself first and build a solid vision fund. Put every dollar, euro, whatever you make into that fund except for essentials like food and shelter. Write it on a sheet. See it. Every single thing you buy that you don't actually need forces you to keep doing what you don't want to do for extended periods of time. It's a trap. Every dollar you waste today buys you another day in the life you hate. So spare a minimum of 20% of your income for what actually matters, your dream life, and look for ways to increase it to 50% or more over time. See your job for what it really is, and use it as a stepping stone to build that life. This will allow you to get rid of all the shit that holds you back, including your job itself, and play a good hand in the game of life with utmost focus. But it will take some time depending on how much you can save per month, and how long you want to play that good hand. So as you build that fund, you do the second thing, and set a goal to seriously pursue. Think of your strengths and align them with what you might want to do. What parts of your job are you really good at? What do you enjoy doing the most that also makes your colleagues happy you're the one doing it? Is it documenting projects, running workshops? Is it creating crazy Excel formulas or visualizing large sets of data? You have to be aware of yourself to some extent in order to find what you love, to make a guess and see if you really love it. But even if you build a solid financial base and make your best guess on what you could love, your life's not going to change if you never act on this foundation. Ever heard of the notion of docide? It means actually doing the thing that you decide to do. Get this, your thoughts don't matter, your intentions don't matter, only your actions matter. Inspiration is perishable, and life goes by fast. Inaction is a particularly insidious type of risk. So why can't you just do it? What are you afraid of? What if you fail? So what if you fail? You'll never get there if you never take the risk. What if you blow all your savings? That's the whole point, that's why you saved it. Money is a tool to give you freedom, not some inventory that you're supposed to keep growing. What will people think? How will you look? Look, it doesn't f***ing matter. Your choices are only for you, and only for now. You don't have to justify them to the world, and you don't have to stick with them for the rest of your life. Isn't that a relief? It means you should just put your best foot forward with what you know now, and adjust from that. It means even if it's not perfect, you can course correct anytime. Ideas don't come out fully formed, they only become clear as you work on them. There's no perfect state, there's no perfect time, you just have to take that first step. Maybe deep down, you know it will flip your world upside down, so you avoid it. For how long? You're either getting closer to your dreams, or they're getting further away from you. Every day you wait, this gap widens. Every day you wait is another day you'll wish you had back. So whatever scares you, go do it. Whatever drains you, stop doing it. Talk to that person, start that business, quit that job. But then what? Passion is built, not found. You put in the reps, and you get better over time. You emulate the people who inspire you, people who did it before you. You listen to their podcasts, read their books, and absorb their knowledge. You distill it, make it yours, and teach it to others. You keep doing this for a long time, and a part of what you do becomes your calling as you go along. But you don't just hustle blindly. You iterate, you learn, and you switch things around. If your goal doesn't serve you anymore, you're allowed to set a new one. If you commit to one path, give it enough time and effort to see results, and it ends up dragging you down, you're free to proudly move on. It doesn't make you a hypocrite to change your mind, unless you do this all the time. Growing out of your own beliefs is a sign of intelligence. Remember, your choices are only for you, and only for now. You had the balls to go for something ambiguous that no one will come to save you from. Speaking of which, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in this game. Thousands of years of history shows that one needs delusion to achieve big things in life. But even the delusional ones lose their belief sometimes. Self-doubt will creep in at some point. You'll start getting results, get ahead of yourself, lose focus, and make mistakes, all while your savings are burning at the speed of light. Maybe you're full of shit. Maybe you don't have it. Maybe you should have kept your job. But why did you even choose this path? You wanted to give yourself a chance and see what happens. Everything comes with trade-offs. You go all in on yourself, and you take certainty out of your life. You lose contact with your partner, and you lose your sense of time. It gets hard, almost as hard as watching your life pass you by, holding on to a bullshit job. And there's only one way to push through. Focus on what you get done. Remind yourself of how much you've grown. You knew you could do something, but did you know that you could do it like this? Realize how lucky you are to have this problem. Remember how much you sacrificed to have it, and keep going. Darkness is a major part of building something from scratch. Your strengths led you down this path, and they will lead you to the light. And that's how you make it to the 2% who actually win the game of life. It's a long game, and it's not going to be a walk in the park, but it will be so fucking worth it. Now send this to someone who needs to hear it. You've got this. I'll see you next time.